I don't want nothing but blood.
Hey, what's up everyone? Paul from Grindhouse Funhouse here with my review of Is God Is, directed by Aleshea Harris and starring Cara Young, Mallori Johnson, Vivica A, Erika Alexander, Janelle Monáe, Mykelti Williamson, and Sterling K. Brown. It's about scarred twin sister Racine and Anaia, played by Cara Young and Mallori Johnson, who survive a childhood fire set by their psychotic father, played by Sterling K. Brown. They reunite with their dying mother, played by Vivica A, whose dying wish is for them to hunt their father down and make him dead. Like you saw in the actor's title card I just showed you, the trailer sold this as very much an exploitation grindhouse movie in its looks and feel, which is what got my butt in the seat. This is based on Aleshea Harris's 2018 stage play, which I only found out about when the end credits roll. It can be a challenge adapting a play into a movie and making it feel cinematic, but that's definitely not an issue here at all. I actually can't believe how self-assured Aleshea Harris is here as a first-time director. Mixing a lot of influences, whether it's 70s exploitation, blaxploitation, or Greek tragedy. It has this Southern Gothic neo-Western atmosphere that gives it a really distinct feel. I obviously see Tarantino's influence here. Kill Bill comes to mind, and how the sisters go to their revenge quest, and there's even a touch of modern-day Sinners, and only the tone, minus the vampires, and in the dirty South setting. Right away, you get the sisterly bond from the opening scene. It's a sepia-tone flashback that gets used throughout the movie, where Racine hears a kid on the playground call her sister ugly and proceeds to beat the shit out of him, which immediately sets up how strong their bond is and how Racine will always be Anaia's protector. They're also connected through their twinning, which the movie let us in on when we see them telepathically talking to each other. Then we step into present day with the twins just living their lives. It feels like they're just floating by, trying to survive and find some kind of purpose, while still carrying all this childhood trauma until they get a letter from their mom, who they believe was dead all this time.
I thought she was dead. But she went with us now. Where's she been at?
She's on her deathbed.
She summons them to her bedside down in the deep south, and we see she was also badly scarred and disabled by the fire. As a dying wish, she has only one request from their daughters.
Girls, I'm gonna make this real simple. Make your daddy dead. Real dead.
And now, of course, it's payback time, and off they go on their revenge quest. Racine is fully on board right away, while Anaia is a lot less convinced.
We ain't killers. How we gonna live with ourselves if we do this?
This Destiny type shit.
We basically go through a Kill Bill style list of people they need to meet to eventually get to the monster. There's Divine, the healer, played by Erika Alexander, who's both scary and really sad as this self-made evangelical preacher still waiting around for a man who tossed her aside years ago. From this encounter, it leads them to Chuck Hall, the lawyer played by Mykelti Williamson, and honestly, it was nice seeing him again on the screen. He plays their dad's lawyer, whose tongue got ripped out so he can tell no tales, and yet somehow he still says a whole lot. There's actually a lot of comedy mined from that. Then we get a short cameo from the fabulous Janelle Monáe, who plays the monster's current wife. You think she might end up being an ally to the sisters, but things definitely don't go the way you expect. And then we get to the final showdown with the monster played by Sterling K. Brown, who gives a genuinely chilling performance. He plays him as this quiet, measured, bone-chilling psychopath you absolutely do not run into. We only see him sparingly throughout the movie, but his presence is felt the entire runtime, mostly through those sepia-tone flashbacks and these low-angle shots, where we never fully see him. The thing that stands out the most are his pearly white teeth and the weird higher-pitched voice he uses, which feels off in a really unsettling way until we finally get the full reveal.
Why don't you sit with me? Seems like we got a lot to talk about.
And when that happens, you feel the same fear and tension the sisters do. So Sterling is definitely the standout performance, with Cara Young and Mallori Johnson both feeling like instant movie stars to me. They totally sell the idea that they're sisters who know each other so well they barely have to talk. Young is wild, funny, and scary whenever Racine snaps, while Johnson gives Anaia this sad softness that slowly turns something much more complicated. Their chemistry is off the charts. Is God Is one of those rare movies where every actor completely owns their role. The second they show up on screen, the movie feels like it belongs to them. Like I mentioned before, it has the feel of a modern Grindhouse movie. I like the filmmaking choices Aleshea Harris made with split shots, different hued screens, quick edits, and hiding the villain's face. Beautiful cinematography all around. The way she shot the Dirty South feels really lived in. Music-wise, it has a pretty catchy soundtrack with cool needle drops from Dead Grips, Doechii, and Prince, plus a score by Moses Sumney and Joseph Shirley that I will certainly own on vinyl at some point. As for the revenging itself, all it takes is a rock and a tube sock and you can do some serious damage. Also, the sisters aren't the best fighters in the world. It feels like they're just kind of winging it, which feels more real. The furious anger is felt throughout, though the more the revenge quest goes on, the more you see them getting into it, and some of it gets pretty brutal. So my final thoughts on Is God Is are that it's my favorite movie of 2026 so far. I thoroughly enjoyed every aspect of it. It's a potent mix of art house and grindhouse fueled by rage and raw emotion. It feels mythical and epic while still being narratively gripping and visually striking. The character feels fully fleshed out and alive. Have you seen this kind of revenge movie before? Of course, 1,000 times. But the style, the vibe, the performances, I was completely locked in. I mean, there's definitely more depth to Is God Is than your typical revenge flick. The movie dives deep into familial trauma, how it can shape your entire life, while also delivering like an explosive portrayal of Black feminine rage. The backdrop of Southern Black culture adds to the gritty mythological atmosphere of the film. My only real negative, and the reason I gave it 4.5 stars instead of 5, is that the ending felt a little rushed. Something pretty shocking happens and the movie moved on from it so quickly that it felt like they and we didn't really have time to process it. But it didn't mess with the overall enjoyment I had with the movie. Like straight up, this feels like the kind of debut that announces a major new voice in American cinema. Aleshea Harris's directorial debut feels sharp, unique, and full of promise for whatever she does next. It's in theaters now, but if you want to wait for it to stream, but really go watch it in a movie theater. It's an Amazon MGM Studios film, so Prime Video will be its next destination once this theatrical run reaches its end. So that was my take on Is God Is. Share your thoughts on Is God Is in the comments below and let me know some of your favorite female-led revenge movies. As always, thanks for watching and I'll say to you, ciao bye for now.